Okay, today we are going to start our paper plate loom weaving project. You are going to get this thick sort of chinette paper plate. Of course, always write your name first and your teacher's name. After that, you're going to have this template. It says loom on it. You're going to fit that right on top of your paper plate, and you need to mark where these little notches are. You need to put a little mark in each notch. Make sure this loom doesn't shift when you're making your notches. You need to keep it still so you have exactly 20 notches. So I hold it with my hand, I take my pencil, and I make a notch all the way around, not a notch, a little mark, all the way around. And this part doesn't take very long. You can share these paper plates. So when someone's finished making their notches, you can give it to someone else and they can make their marks. So I didn't move my paper plate. I went all the way around. I should have 20 marks on my paper plate. So you can count. If you hold where you start, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because I started here and I counted that one. So now I've got 20 notches. Now I need to take some scissors and I'm going to cut just those little teeny notches. Now this part might take a while, so you're going to get some scissors on your own. Don't cut past this little, there's like a little edge right there. Don't cut past that edge. You're going to cut along all the way around. You kind of have to cut with the point of your scissors, which isn't the very strong point. So just take your time with that. And I've already started one, so I'm going to finish this one up. Let's see, I kind of can feel where I've cut it. And once I've cut all the way around, then I am going to decorate my plate. And next week we're going to add the string to it, which is the fun part. We're going to make a weaving. Okay, so I've got my notches cut. So now you're going to get these paint sticks, and we've used these before, and you're going to create a design, a radial design, which means it goes in a circle. And you can decide kind of where you want to start in the middle. Since you've used these before, I don't need to talk too much about them with you. Oh, you can kind of see that chinette word, huh? That's interesting. So I'm going to make a circle. Might make this a little bit bigger. Don't know if I really like seeing that chinette word. Maybe I'll figure out a way to cover that up. I'm going to make another circle. Now since these dry really fast, you'll be able to kind of decide what colors you want next to each other. And you want to create these rings that contrast with each other. So I know purple and yellow are contrasting colors. Now I'm also going to let you guys use these. These are paint pens. I'm going to kind of try to fill in that word chinette. Ooh, that purple isn't quite the same color. I don't want that color to show, but you know what? That looks fine. It's actually probably going to be covered up with our weaving, so that's okay. Now, after you've done after you've finished the whole thing, let's go ahead and finish with our paint sticks. I'm just going to do one more just to kind of show you. If you go slowly, you get the white spaces covered up. It's okay if it's not a perfect circle, but you do want to try to do your best to make the white spaces covered up because that just looks better. If I have a bunch of white spaces, it doesn't look like I took enough time to get those parts covered up. That's looking kind of cool. I like it. Now if you have time, you can get a Sharpie or one of these paint pens and you can add some more designs kind of in between some of your lines. These you can paint right on top of your paint once it dries. It's not a perfect circle, but I think it looks interesting. I want to think of a contrasting color that will make both of those colors stand out. I might even add some designs on top of, we kind of did this with our friendship circles. I might add designs on top of my paint that I've already painted. And we will hopefully get these designs finished today. And then next week we'll start working on our weaving. I'm going to show you one that I finished. I get a little bit excited when I start adding patterns and designs. I love patterns. Okay, so this one I finished, and you can see it's got lots of interesting designs and patterns. I already started with this is what we're going to do next week with the string. I already started with the string, but you can see that what the notches are for are to hold the strings in place. So today, first, we're going to make our notches with our pattern. We're going to cut those notches, and then we're going to start decorating our plate with our paint sticks and our paint pens.